No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. Athletes in Action, God is Moving in Africa, Part 2. Athletes in Action's initial trip to Kenya in 2006 was just the beginning of what would turn out to be something much bigger than just another basketball clinic.
Taking a video.
The quality of coaching staff that made the journey was, in itself, enough to make it a trip to remember. But it was a chance meeting on an airplane that made it a trip Athletes in Action will never forget. Elite NCAA Division I basketball coaches Willis Wilson and Richie McKay were two of the coaches that volunteered over the years to take on the challenge of running numerous basketball clinics all over Nairobi. Along with these two coaches, other Athletes in Action volunteers took on a similar task.
My experience traveling with Athletes in Action to Kenya was a very unique experience, not only for me and my family, but also for Athletes in Action. It was the first tour of its kind by Athletes in Action, taking coaches and only coaches to do clinics, to work with players, to work with coaches, and also do humanitarian activities. It was one of the most rewarding and enriching experiences that I've had as a coach, and certainly something that I'd look forward to doing again in the future. You know, as a basketball coach, when you show up for a clinic and there is no gym, it gives you a different perspective about what you're getting ready to get yourself into. When you show up and some kids have sneakers and some don't, it gives you a different perspective. When kids show up wearing the clothes that they wore to school that day, the clothes that they're going to wear to school tomorrow, it gives you a totally different perspective. It's not just about the basketball aspect, but it's also about what basketball can do to enrich your life and also change your life. And that was one of the things that was the most meaningful to me, was to be able to interact and learn about people and why they did things they did. And just as importantly, why their interest in American basketball and in Athletes in Action, what really stimulated them to want to be a part of it. It was very, very interesting. We did probably 6 or 7 clinics in a 5-6 day period, and so many of the players that we worked with went from clinic to clinic to clinic. They hitchhiked across town, they caught rides, they walked. I mean, and literally from one clinic to another might have been a 2-hour drive, but they found a way to get there because it was something that held that kind of value for them. Well, we had an opportunity to work with kids, young people that some had participated in basketball before, others didn't. They were very, very hungry to learn about the game. But we also had an opportunity to do other things, such as visit orphanages. We had a chance to spend time with babies, aid babies that were in dire need of medical treatment and loving and care. We had an opportunity to visit the Soweto School, which is a school in the largest slum in Africa, in Kibera, a place where there's raw sewage running everywhere, a place where there's very little electricity, and certainly the means that we are offered and that we take for granted day in and day out is a luxury in that environment. So we had an opportunity to interact with people and share our thoughts and ideas, and also assist in trying to create a better lifestyle for those folks. The thing that interested me about this project the most was the fact that I really felt like it was going to be a life-changing experience for not only me, but for my family. My kids at that time were at an age just approaching high school, where I thought seeing something different and experiencing something different could be something that would last a lifetime for them. And to this point, that has been the case. It's a trip that we often reflect upon with a lot of things that we take for granted and that we experience day in and day out. We take time sometimes to pause because of some of the memories that we still maintain from that trip.
It was a chance meeting on a plane between this man, Dr. Paul Chibeda, and Athletes in Action's Eric Nelson that would lead them to the outskirts of Nairobi's largest slum, Kibera. Athletes in Action came to help out the local staff with the basketball clinic, but they also felt the need to do more to make the most of their time. Dr. Chibeda showed up at the clinic the next day and insisted Athletes in Action go with him to a school he oversaw on the outskirts of the Kibera slum. This is the Kibera slum located in Nairobi, Kenya. And this is Soweto Junior Academy. It's here at this junior academy on the outskirts of the Kibera slum that Athletes in Action's leadership team would sense something remarkable. God was moving within. In Part 3, we will learn more about Soweto, and we will meet the principal of the junior academy, Jeffrey Juma, and hear his amazing story.